In today's hyper-connected world, men who practice semen retention often report feeling stronger, clearer, and more grounded than ever before. But some also notice something strange. They feel drained after certain interactions, exhausted after being in specific environments, or suddenly lose their focus and inner fire after being around particular people. It's as though their newfound aura is being hacked or siphoned off. Are these just coincidences, or is there something deeper happening? Could there really be energetic vampires who feed off your hard-earned vitality? This script will explore exactly that, how semen retention creates a powerful aura, how other people consciously or unconsciously respond to it, and how to protect your energy from being drained. We will dive into the science, psychology, and subtle energy principles behind it, giving you practical tools to keep your power intact in the modern world. The aura of semen retention. When a man practices semen retention, he is doing more than simply abstaining from release. He is conserving vital life force, packed with nutrients, hormones, and subtle bioelectric energy. In biological terms, semen retention increases testosterone levels, stabilizes dopamine receptors, and strengthens the nervous system. In energetic terms, it's like charging a battery. Each day of retention adds to this internal charge, creating a noticeable change in the man's presence. This aura is not a mystical glow visible to the eye, but it is felt. People often describe it as a sense of magnetism, groundedness, or intensity radiating from a man. Women may find themselves more intrigued. Men may feel more respect or competition. The individual himself feels more cantered, confident, and focused. This is the semen retention aura. However, just as a charged battery can power devices, it can also attract those who want to use its energy. This is where the concept of energetic vampires enters. Who are energetic vampires? Energetic vampires is a metaphor for people who, knowingly or unknowingly, drain the energy of others. These are individuals who leave you feeling tired, anxious, or weakened after interacting with them. They may be negative, manipulative, overly demanding, or simply emotionally chaotic. They can also be situations, environments, or media that hijack your attention and emotions, pulling energy away from you. In psychology, this phenomenon is known as emotional contagion or social energy transfer. Studies show that moods, stress hormones, and even heart rate variability can synchronize between people in close proximity. In other words, the state of one person can influence and even drain another's energy. When you are on semen retention, your aura is more potent, but it may also be more attractive to people subconsciously seeking energy. While retaining men are targeted more, semen retention amplifies your presence and energy. You appear calmer, more self-assured, and more alive. People sense this difference even if they don't understand it consciously. Some are inspired by it and feel uplifted around you. Others, however, are triggered or subconsciously drawn to tap into that energy. Think about it. In nature, a healthy, vibrant tree draws more birds and insects than a dying one. Similarly, a man on retention becomes like an energetic lighthouse. This doesn't mean you're a victim, but it does mean you need awareness. Without boundaries, your discipline can become a feast for others' negativity, drama, or chaos. Signs your aura is being drained. How can you tell if your semen retention aura is being hacked? Look for these signs. Sudden fatigue after social interactions. You feel heavy or exhausted after being around a specific person or group. Loss of focus and motivation. After certain conversations or online interactions, your mental clarity diminishes. Mood shifts. You notice yourself feeling anxious, irritable, or depressed without a clear reason. Sleep disturbances. You have trouble resting after spending time in a draining environment. Increased urges or relapse thoughts. Sometimes after being drained, urges for instant gratification spike as your nervous system tries to self-soothe. These are not random. They may indicate that your retained energy is being dispersed or disrupted. The science of energy drain. While energetic vampires sounds mystical, science supports the idea that human interactions affect our bioenergetic state. Research on heart coherence shows that our hearts emit electromagnetic fields measurable up to several feet away. Stress, anger, and negative emotions create incoherent fields. Calm/love and confidence create coherent fields. When two people interact, their fields can synchronize, meaning one person's chaotic energy can disrupt another's stable energy. Furthermore, semen retention raises testosterone, which not only influences mood and confidence but also increases the strength of the body's bioelectric field. High testosterone men often have stronger, steadier heart rhythms and more coherent energy fields. This makes them less vulnerable, but also more noticeable. Social media, news, and entertainment can act as energetic vampires too, by hijacking your attention and spiking cortisol, draining your mental reserves. For a man on retention, Mindless scrolling can feel especially draining because his heightened energy becomes food for algorithms designed to exploit attention. Protecting your aura. The good news is you can protect your semen retention aura. Here's how. Strong boundaries. Limit time with people who constantly complain, gossip, or create chaos. You don't need to cut everyone off, but be selective about your inner circle. Grounding practices. Regularly ground your energy through nature walks, deep breathing, or meditation. This stabilizes your nervous system and recharges your biofuel. Daily movement. Exercise not only burns off stress hormones but also strengthens your aura. Think of it as circulating and cleansing your energy. Mindful consumption. Guard your attention. Avoid overexposure to negative news, violent media, or social media spirals. Your focus is your fuel. Inner alchemy. Transmute sexual energy into creativity, learning, or building something meaningful. This channels your charge upward rather than letting it stagnate or leak. Visualization and breathwork. Visualization and breathwork. Visualize a shield of light or strong field around you, while breathing slowly. Whether or not you believe in subtle energy, this practice trains your mind to feel protected and centered. The role of awareness. Awareness is the first defense. Many men on retention don't realize why they feel drained until they look at their environment. Awareness allows you to spot patterns. Which people, places, or apps leave you feeling lighter and stronger? Which ones leave you depleted? Once you know, you can adjust. It's also important to recognize that not everyone who drains you is malicious. Some are simply struggling and subconsciously pulling on your stability. Compassion is important, but so is self-respect. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Protecting your energy allows you to show up stronger for yourself and others. From hacked to empowered. A story? Consider Alex, a 32-year-old personal trainer. After discovering semen retention, his energy skyrocketed. He was waking up early, crushing workouts, and attracting more clients. But he noticed that after spending time with a certain friend, a chronic complainer, he felt exhausted, irritable, and tempted to relapse. At first, Alex thought it was coincidence. But when he limited time with that friend and instead spent evenings in nature or reading, he felt his power return. His discipline strengthened, his mind cleared, and his attraction energy remained high. Alex learned that semen retention, ESNT, just about holding seed, ESNT, is about holding space and protecting your energy from leaks. Energetic vampires in modern disguise. Energetic vampires aren't only people. They're also habits and environments. Think about late night, doom scrolling, toxic workplaces, or relationships built on drama. These all drain your retained energy. In the modern world, the biggest vampire might be your phone. Algorithms are designed to hack your dopamine system, just as some people unconsciously hack your emotional system. If you practice semen retention but live in constant digital chaos, your aura may still feel weak. Retention must be paired with mindful living to fully unlock its power. Your aura as a responsibility. Having a strong aura from semen retention is a privilege and a responsibility. It's not about superiority or domination. It's about stewardship, caring for your energy, and using it to uplift yourself and others. Not letting it be scattered by distractions or negativity. When you learn to protect your aura, something shifts. You stop feeling like a victim of circumstances and start feeling like the creator of your state. You move from reactive to proactive. Instead of being hacked, you become a beacon of stability in a chaotic world. Practical daily routine to guard your energy. Here's an example routine for a man practicing semen retention who wants to protect his aura. Morning, wake up early. Meditate for 10 minutes, focusing on breath. Visualize your energy as golden light filling your body. Do some light exercise. Daytime, limit idle chatter. Stay hydrated. Be mindful of posture and breathing. Check your phone at scheduled times instead of constantly. Evening, spend 15 minutes in nature or in a quiet space. Journal any emotions. Do a brief gratitude practice to keep your field coherent. Night, avoid stimulating content before bed. Read something uplifting. Sleep deeply to recharge your nervous system. This simple structure creates an environment where your retained energy isn't easily siphoned off. Conclusion. Mastering your retention aura. Yes, your semen retention aura can feel like it's being hacked by energetic vampires, but you're not powerless. By understanding the science of emotional and energetic exchange, you can protect your field. By setting boundaries, grounding yourself, and mindfully directing your attention, you keep your vital force intact. In the modern world, where most men leak their energy physically, mentally, and digitally, the man who retains and protects his aura becomes rare. His presence feels different. His energy lasts longer. His influence grows stronger. Semen retention is more than a personal practice. It's a path to sovereignty over your mind, body, and energy. When you learn not only to retain but to guard and channel your life force, you stop being drained by the world and start charging it with your presence. That's the hidden mastery no one tells you about, and the real secret behind keeping your retention aura untouchable. Before we conclude, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and do not forget to drop your location in the comments. I'd love to know where you are watching from. And if you ever have any questions, join our Telegram channel where we interact directly and help each other grow. The link is in the description.